quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Coleman, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Got him in. It's Williams. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He's got him. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Complete. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Texas A&M going quickly. Fighting for the goal line. The ball's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down,
The Aggies now try to cash in on this big opportunity created by the defense. To the air on first down. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got his man quickly. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the power run here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. And a fourth.
Looking at my offensive line, I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. Brings it to the open. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply won't make it.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry up. Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. And it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll run the toss. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he puts first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run too yards short.
Enough space. They survive in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's kind of settled himself down a little.
Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Gets it out fast. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Smash it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll go right back to it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Bulldogs are in the hurry up. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is turning it on.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game. He's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it. Something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Odom. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. We're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And right down the middle. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Lanier, and the returner will be brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just a short pass to the tight end. He slips and slides his way out to the 14. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. Somebody slide. Found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Smith wants to throw. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Mississippi State going up tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it from good to the left. And the catch right into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense. Big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in College Station. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football. Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just knowing.
There he goes! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Right back to it. Just ran him over. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now throw it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Off-play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down, let's go fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls and fires complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick release by the QB. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. They finally get him down with a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal.
You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he's stopped by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Green. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
He's got it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Aggie.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they've got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Norman. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense sent men to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. Inside. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
With the catch, it's Norman. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldog.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down at distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many...
Turning it on! Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible.
Into the end zone, and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
To throw, it's Croman Hope. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Snagged in the middle. It's Orji. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's got it on the right. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Texas A&M going quickly. Makes the grab. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day. You're going to want to forget.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's got an open man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against the elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.